Hello everyone, Isabel Farquharson here to speak to you today. I'm sure most of you will know who I am and don't need any introduction, and those listening in may even be able to recognise my voice. As you know, I'm a member of the worship group at Easton Old, and a week or two ago at a meeting we decided to take it in turns to do the midweek reflection, just to let Barbara Ann get a little bit of respite, since she's going to become a lot busier now that we're getting back to almost normal in the church and all the groups are starting to meet again. So, Wednesday the 16th of February. I'd like you to think back because I'd like to share just a few of my thoughts of what the last 2 years have meant to me and to us. 23rd of March 2020. Lockdown. Complete lockdown for 3 months. How would we manage 3 months without being able to go out and do anything? But we were encouraged to walk, and walk we did. Jim and I set off every day to do a bit of a walk. We're still doing that yet. We try to be out at least once a day, some journeys longer than others. Holidays were cancelled. We were hoping to go to Oberammergau to see the Passion play with the church group, but of course it was one of the first to be cancelled. We also had a cruise booked for November. Well, we waited. Will P&O cancel or will we have to? However, in the end, P&O did, so we didn't have to worry about losing any money on that. 29th of June. Things began to ease a bit. Shops were opening up. Hairdressers were opening up. We were able to go and have a new hairstyle. Hotels and restaurants were able to serve meals, so we could go and eat outside. We were also able to drive a little, but only in our own zone. We were able to go and meet friends outside, social distancing of course. It was about this time, I think, we were advised to start doing lateral flow testing if we were going to meet anyone. Then gradually we were also allowed to go and meet inside, still social distancing. Christmas, and we could have friends and family for Christmas Day. But Boxing Day, back to lockdown again for another 3 months. About this time, we had put our house up for sale. I'm not sure if that helped to occupy us or if it added to the stress. However, by Easter weekend, it was sold. 2021. It was a bit of a grey area. Can we? Can't we? Will we? Won't we? Should we? Shouldn't we? But the one good thing about 2021, by January, we were able to go and have our first jabs. That was the main topic of conversation for quite a while. Also, Jim and I felt able to go and have a few short breaks in hotels, in Scotland of course, and we felt very safe everywhere we went. The staff were all very careful and seemed to be abiding by the rules. During all this time, the church was shut, open, shut, open. But Barbara Ann and Billy kept us all in touch on their walks, visiting us, singing happy birthday, wishing happy anniversaries, but just to call and say, how are you? Then we were introduced to videos and Zoom meetings, and for those of us who took part in those things, it was quite a learning curve. Poor Jim cringed every time I got an email asking me to record a prayer or a Bible reading. Sometimes we had a few takes, but we usually got there in the end. What I have personally missed most have been all the church activities and the fact that Christmas 2020 was totally cancelled, and then disappointment at not being able to have all the arranged 2021 celebrations. However, things are really beginning to almost come back to what we consider normal, How often have we said that? Sunday services have got going again. Still social distancing, but we can have tea and coffee after the service. Most of the groups are beginning to meet again. We had our first coffee morning on Saturday, and what a success it was. The place was buzzing. It was so good to meet all our friends again and have a chat. We also have our first folk night of 2022, tonight. It's been so good having the support of the church helping us through the last, most unusual 2 years. But we must still be very careful. So we must keep testing, keep washing hands and sanitising, and staying safe. Have a good week. God bless.